All right. Good evening. Mabuhay, everyone. Mabuhay, Philippines. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to all over the world. This is Jay hosting the live interview with Miss World Philippines 2021 candidate all the way from Batangas City. And ayan, so I know you are all excited to meet our guest for tonight's live session. So before that, I would like to inform you that we are also live at our YouTube channel, Pageant Trend. And of course, if you are new to our channel, don't hesitate to click the like or the subscribe and also click the notification bell so that you will be updated whenever we have new uploaded videos and also interviews like this. And aside from that, we have also Instagram account, Pageant Trend. So don't forget to follow us there so that you can have more updates about news and pageants. Ayun, news pageants. And also, if you are new here to our pageant page, Facebook page, so don't hesitate to click the like and also follow. Ayan. So, okay, so let's start or pakilala na natin ang ating guest for tonight's live session. So she is all the way from Batangas City and one of the candidate of Miss World Philippines 2021. So let us all welcome here at Pageant Trend and the Mesa. Hi, dear.
Hello, good evening everyone. Good evening to all the viewers of Pageant Trend, YouTube and Facebook channel. It's so nice to be here. I am your Miss World Philippines candidate number 16 representing Batangas City.
Ayan. Thank you so much, dear, for your time. And I know that you are busy with the preparation for the upcoming Miss World Philippines 2021. So
Thank you
it's
so
an
much po for inviting me. It's a pleasure to be here.
yes, and also we do appreciate for giving your time with us. Ayan, for tonight's live session. By the way, guys, before we start our live session, live interview, if you have questions to our guests, don't hesitate to comment down below, and later on we will be reading that. And also, Miss Anne will answer as much as she can. So,
Yes.
ayan. So, reminder lang or disclaimer, we will not be entertaining political questions. So, you can ask anything about Andy Mesa. Could be either her personal life, pageant journey, and aside from love life, anything you want. Basta wag lang political questions. Okay, guys. So, thank you so much for tuning in. So, hi sa ating 45,000 viewers.
Wow,
Char.
bongga.
Chos lang. Ayan. So, okay. So, to start with our live session, ayan. Kumusta naman si Anne Mesa during this pandemic?
Grabe, Sir J. During this pandemic, actually, it's for me a whirlwind of emotions, especially during the start. Feel ko
Mhm.
naman lahat tayo, we had a lot of down moments, like, when will this end? Or parang, will I be able to cope up with the adjustments during the new normal? Ganun. Di ba ganun yung mga feel natin? Pero,
Correct.
there's I always tell this to my friends and to those close to me na I had this epiphany during the pandemic that led me to join Miss World Philippines because I've always dreamt of becoming a beauty queen. But back in college, I was a bit
Mhm.
hesitant because my parents didn't support me. So that time they wanted me to focus on my studies, and then after passing the board exam, sakto, nagka-pandemic.
Mhm.
So parang nung time na yan, sabi ko, I want to join na kasi CPA na ako, ganyan. Siguro naman support na ako ng family ko. Then biglang nagka-pandemic, so parang sabi ko, shocks, ano bang ano na? Hindi ba ako meant for pageantry? And then, during the pandemic, I had this epiphany that if I won't start now, when? Diba?
Mhm.
Like,
Correct.
we don't know what would happen next year if this pandemic will truly end at all. I mean, we're still adjusting pa rin. So, I had this epiphany na I have to start now. Maybe I'm just the one holding myself back. So, I really pushed myself to, yun nga, to fulfill my long time dream, which is to join a beauty pageant and hopefully to win a crown.
Yes. Ano ka ba? Possible 'yan if you will work for it, 'di ba?
Definitely, definitely.
Okay. So, all right. So, can you tell us your realization during this pandemic?
Realization during this pandemic. The most important realization that I had during the pandemic was that life is very short. And we all know that. Maybe before the pandemic, we just use that as a cliche quote. Like, we tell that to people, to our loved ones, that life is short. Pero during the pandemic, it materialized that life is truly short and we have to appreciate everyone, not just those who are close to us, even those we do not know. Like we can see right now, our frontliners, those who we even just see in the streets or whoever, one day they're gone and we have to show appreciation and to show our love every day at most.
Correct. Okay, so my next question. Let's talk about during your personal
Oh,
screenings,
actually.
'di ba? So ayun, kayo sa lahat ng mga pageants, beauty pageants as a girls, only Miss World lang yung have the personal what do you call this? Personal screening. So ayan. So how do you feel na nagkaroon ng personal screening kahit pandemic? Ano
Pandemic.
yung oo, yun.
Ako, to be honest, I didn't know that other pageants didn't have any personal screening. So, I'll just tell about my experience during the screening because I was so nervous. Like, literally, Mama Ru told me na huminga ka, kumalma ka, ganon. Because I was really shaking and trembling. Like, it's my first time. Then, I felt like I have to do so well. I have to give my best. But thankfully, the panel of judges really helped me to be more comfortable in front of them. And then when I gained my comfort and my confidence in stage, I realized that I'm just there to tell my story, to let them know me more. I'm there to sell myself and to show my true authentic self. So yun. But sa totoo lang, I was really nervous.
Mm,
Sobra. As in, talagang shaking.
oo. So I believe this is not your first pageant na sinalihan, 'di ba?
Yes, this is
Ah,
my first national pageant, but
oo.
back in college, I joined Miss UST and I placed second runner.
Wow, congratulations, dear. So ayun, anong pagkakaiba ng sa screening ng national to yung sa before mong sinalihan na pageant?
Sobrang magkaiba kasi back in UST, yung mga judges naman doon, classmates ko rin. Or like,
Oo.
yung mga kakilala ko din. So parang chill lang, ganon. But of course, in Miss World Philippines, for me, it's such a huge platform. You know, I think we were about 300 plus
Mm.
who screened for the first screening. So it's a big thing for me. And of course, I always tell this that it's really my dream. So, when you have this dream, you feel a bit of pressure from yourself naman. So it's such a huge thing for me. So it's so different na I'm talking to people na who are really known in the pageantry world. But it was also fun, to be honest. I really enjoyed it kahit sobrang kinakabahan. It's such a fun and very memorable experience for me.
Alright. Ano yung naiisip mo nung nasa screening ka na ng Miss World Philippines? Nung halimbawa ikaw na yung tinawag, ano yung unang pumasok sa isipan mo?
Actually, wala. I was just blank.
Blank ka lang.
Sobrang nag-black out ako na parang pag may tinatanong sila sa akin, at mga first few minutes, I was just like answering without any emotions at all. Then, nung nagkalmado na ako, doon na ako nag-jive with the panel of judges. But at first, I was just like black out. As in, parang hindi ko alam kung ano isipin ko kasi I was really nervous. Sobra.
Okay. So may nagsabi na ba sa'yo na ano, yung boses mo is ano, may pagkakahawig kay Nicole Cordoves?
Oh my God, yes.
Oo, kasi ayun napansin ko din eh, parang your voice is something like familiar. So naisip ko sounds like Nicole Cordoves. So ano masasabi mo na? What was your reaction nung may
I
nagsabi
take
sa'yo
it
ng
as a
gano'n?
compliment because we all know Nicole Cordova is such a great speaker. And
Mm.
to be honest, Sir Jay, because I'm under Aces and Queens, so yung first screening namin for Q&A, I was really, really so bad.
Mhm, mhm.
Because I'm not used to public speaking eh. Diba, in pageant, you're not gonna talk. You're not just gonna talk. And you're not just
Correct.
gonna make chika, ganon. You have to really engage your audience. So, at first, I was like, oh my gosh, ang dami kong kailangan i-improve. Then, yun, eventually, medyo umayos naman yung voice ko. And nung narinig ko nga na I kind of talk like Miss Nicole Cordova, sobrang nafa-flatter ako kasi I think it's such a huge improvement from my first ever training sa Q&A. As in, sobrang laki.
Correct. Anong ano ka ba? Anong number mo sa ano sa Miss World Philippines?
Number 16.
Number 16. Is that your favorite number or ano lang?
Ngayon, favorite ko na siya. Char.
Sweet 16, 'di ba? How old are you, dear?
I'm 22 years old po.
Ay, bata pa. So you still have more rice to eat. Charot.
Alam mo,
Ayun. So let's talk about your preparation for this upcoming Miss World Philippines 2021. Ayan. So how was your preparation for this? Like sa pasarela, sa Q&A, pagdating sa ano sa hair styling and also your your OOTD during the competition. How was it?
it's for me a bit challenging in all aspects because
Mhm.
Sergey, I was a model for 6 years. So it's such a huge difference from being a beauty queen. Because when you're a model, yung mga stylist mo, designer, they will just give you clothes and you have to
Oo.
sell your clothes. You have to sell their clothes. But in pageantry, you have to sell yourself. So you need to know where and when you look the best. So hanggang ngayon nag-experiment pa rin kami ng team on the perfect peg for me. Pero medyo nakakuha naman na with the help and guidance of course, my glam team. And thankfully, they're very hands-on. So yun,
Mhm.
one aspect pa lang yun sa pageantry, may pasarela. Yung pasarela ko talaga before was very model-like. Because I was a model nga. So,
Oo.
very stiff, very fierce talaga. So, kailangan kong magbali ng buto. Char. Kailangan ko,
Correct.
diba? Kasi more on hips, more on swing, more on, parang nagpa-float daw dapat. So, yun, I really did my best. I really dedicated myself to practice and to really improve myself in all aspects sa pagpapageant. Because, of course, I really want this. So, at most, I have to practice at least every day. Or if not, dapat meron akong matututunan every day that would help me in this pageant. So, yan, pasarela, Q&A, and even my fitness.
Mhm.
Diba? Kasi,
Correct. That's the most important talaga.
yeah, kasi the whole pageant thing is so physically draining. So, you really have to be fit. Not just
Mm.
like fit na sexy in the
Mm.
camera or in TVs, but you have to be strong talaga. Kasi sobrang nakakapagod, to be honest.
Correct. So ayun, ano yung what is your favorite part of the training?
Ako, pasarela. Na-enjoy ko kasi siya kasi parang, especially for swimsuit, kasi I feel so feminine, nag-enjoy lang, ganyan. And it's a nice experience to really walk like a beauty queen.
Correct, 'di ba? Ayun, talaga yung pinaka the best talaga yung sa pasarela, 'di ba? Yun.
True, true.
Kasi 'di ba sa pasarela or sa walk kasi malalaman mo yung yung candidate kung
Mm-mm.
confident siya sa sarili niya, 'di ba?
And
Correct. So
dun lumalabas talaga yung personality. Diba?
True. Correct. Aside from the Q&A portion, 'di ba?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so let's move on to my next question. Ayan. So, ayun, so 'di ba, nagkita-kita na kayong 40 candidates, 'di ba? During
45.
45, sorry, 45 candidates. Ayan. So, what do you think is your edge among them?
My edge for me is that I'm really new to this into this environment, into this world.
Mm-mm.
I feel like a lot, like we all know, a lot of my co-candidates are veterans, and most of them joined a lot of pageants way back. So at first it was a bit of a pressure for me, but I used it as a motivation to really improve myself. Kasi it's not like I want to prove myself for other people, but I want to do my best for myself and for my dream. And kasi when you're a newbie into a new environment, you have this certain passion. Parang you have this fire burning inside of you that, oh my gosh, I want to really learn. I want to really educate myself and to get to know more about this whole environment, this whole journey. So I think that's my biggest edge is that I'm new, I'm fresh, I have a lot of fresh ideas since I'm a Gen Z.
Mm-mm.
I can easily relate to a lot of people, especially in social media as a Gen Z.
Correct. So you have mentioned that you are a model for almost 6 years, right?
Yes.
Ayun. So what made you decide to join Miss World Philippines?
Actually, this is again, this is my dream and my mom's dream. This is both our dream to be Sir J. And
Mm-hmm.
I felt like being a model was not enough for me because I wanted to have a voice. I wanted to share my advocacy, which is education for out of school youth, to a bigger platform. And of course, I have to have an influence. That's why I joined pageantry so that I could touch more lives, I could reach more audience, and I could share my voice to a bigger and and more people in this whole world.
Galing. So, yun. Thank you so much. And of course, so, ayan, so naghihintay ng ating mga viewers sa kanilang mga pag-greetings and also questions. So, let's have a break muna and let's have a reading of comments and questions from our viewer. So, let's have our first viewer. Ayan, so hold on dear. Kasi naka-live tayo. Charot. Hold on, guys. So, ayan. Okay, this one. Ayan.
Hi,
Cheer
Boss Trisha!
from Trisha. Lalaban para sa mundo.
Oh,
Hashtag.
laban tayo sa... Birthday niya ngayon, Sir J. Happy birthday,
Wow.
Trisha! And hello
Happy
to the whole
birthday,
Boss Trisha.
Trisha.
Hello, thank you.
Ayan. Thank you so much for watching, Trisha. And don't forget to share our live session for tonight. And also, if you are new to my pageant page, don't hesitate to follow us here. Ayan. So let's move on to next viewer. Let's have from Josh Marie Havate. Ayan. So my question siya, do you think impossible can be possible?
Definitely. For me, nothing is impossible. As long as you work for it, as long as you are determined to make the impossible possible, then life has no limits at all.
Correct. Okay. So next viewer from Mark Xiao Uy. You will be a national figure if you win the Miss World Philippines title. How will you handle fame?
Well, for me, fame is just maybe tertiary or I don't know, way back there when you win Miss World Philippines. Because for me, Miss World Philippines is a responsibility, and first you have to work before you use that fame for anything else. And I think that the fame should be used in a good way. To of course, you're Miss World Philippines, you have to use that voice, that platform to voice out for those who are voiceless and to share your advocacy, share the causes of the organization, and most importantly, represent the country in the Miss World stage. because that is the main goal and the end goal.
Galing. Ready na talaga si ano,
Like,
si Anne, 'di ba? All right, so let's move on to our next viewer. So let's have cheering from Joey Habon Albos.
hi,
Hashtag
Joey.
lalaban para sa mundo. Ayan.
Yes, lalaban. Lalaban
You have
talaga.
you have a lot of supporters, 'di ba?
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you po.
Ayan, so let's move on. Again, question from Mark Shaoy. On social media, everything is made public. For you, what do you think should remain private and why?
Well, of course, that is a challenge because social media and anyone in social media could really get information even if you want to make it private. But I think it is for the person, it is for the user on which personal information he or she should keep in private, because I think that for me, for my personal life, I would love to keep it private because that is something that I really want to just cherish on my own with my loved ones. But of course, I understand that when you're a public figure, you have to really share. And that is part of your responsibility. You have to update the audience, you have to engage with the audience. But I think there is just a very, very thin line on which type of personal information which you should share. And that for me is my time with my family and with my friends.
Correct. So there is always a limitation, 'di
Yes,
ba?
definitely, definitely.
Mm. But of course, as a public figure, ayun nga,
Yes, yeah
sabi
po.
mo nga, you must share, kung siguro mas maganda na siguro na i-share mo yung good vibes na, 'di ba? And also,
Definitely.
some
Positivity.
inspiration. Oh, yan.
Yes.
Correct. Okay, so wag na lang yung mga ano, mga bad
Mga
size
talaga.
eme-eme
Huwag na
gano'n. Oo,
yun.
'di ba? Kasi 'di ba
Oo
ano,
lang
it
talaga.
oo, kasi 'di ba it might reflects your personality kapag mag-post ka ng mga bad ano, 'di
Definitely.
ba? So, ayun nga, so yun talagang mahirap sa pagiging public figure, 'di ba? So, lahat kumbaga as artista, bilang artista, parang ano, parang yung mata mo is considered, ay yung mata ng mga fans mo is considered as your camera, 'di ba? So,
Yes, yes.
24 hours sila nakatutok sa'yo, 'di ba? Every time na
Oo.
magpo-post, inaabangan ka. So,
Mm,
it's really hard talaga to handle ano,
actually,
mga
very
ganyang ano,
talaga.
correct,
So I think it's just a matter of, you know, managing your social media as well
correct,
and posting the right things. I mean, of course, there will also be limitations on which to post, but of course, you have the control naman on your own social media. So just share good things, share positivity, which we need right now.
correct. Okay, so may tanong ako diyan, regarding sa social media. So since 'di ba, you were competing for the Miss World Philippines 2021, let us say finals na. Ito na. So my question for you is um magpo-post ka ba or will you update sa ano sa nangyayari sa ano mo sa Miss World Philippines 2021 journey? Let us say finals na ngayon.
Finals night.
Finals night na ngayon. So mag-a-update ka ba sa social media mo or sa ano mo, sa Facebook account or Instagram na eto na, andito na ako, ako na yung next guys, this is it.
Nakakaloka.
Oo.
Nandun na sa backstage, nagpo-phone
Oo,
pa.
magpo-phone ka pa, 'di ba?
Well, actually, may plan na ako for that. I'm just gonna post one picture
Mhm.
na parang this is it. But I won't update every moment because for me, I want to really cherish that moment and I want to focus. I want
Correct.
to be in the moment. I want to be present in that finals night, which I know I prepared for and which I know I will still prepare for. So, I think the best update would be my performance in the finals night.
Correct. So siguro mas maganda, right after the ano na lang siguro, the
Yes, right
coronation
after.
or right after ng pagrampa mo, 'di ba? So, yung wala ka nang iintindihin, 'di ba?
Tama, tama. Kasi baka ma-out
Correct.
of focus pa,
Ah,
ganyan.
yes. So, yun kasi ang ano, siguro karamihan nangyayari sa ano, sa pageantry talaga. So,
Mm.
social media talaga yung pinaka kalaban mo, 'di ba?
Totoo,
Oo,
totoo.
kasi nakakaapekto 'yun sa performance mo, lalo na kapag naka-focus ka sa social media mo, 'di ba?
True,
So
true, true.
so ang mangyayari sa social media ka na lang, hindi ka sa ano, sa laban mo or sa competition mo.
Oo.
'Di ba?
Mm. Totoo yun.
Okay, correct. Okay, my next question for you is, what is your winning mindset?
My winning mindset is just one thing, to focus. To focus on the goal. Because if you have the focus, I do believe that everything would follow. Kasi your focus and your attention is your 101% attention is on your goal. So whatever I'm not sure if I have bashers, but Pergas, if you have bashers and how if you have bashers, but if you are focused, you will just focus on the good things. You will just focus on continuing on with your journey. So I think that is really my mindset, to just focus until the end of this whole pageant, so that I know in myself that I gave my all, and that every day I'm trying to really improve myself, and every day I'm really trying to be in the moment, be present, so that when finals night, whatever happens, I do not have any regrets.
Correct. Tama ka dyan. Okay, so let's have another question from Mark Shao Uy. If someone made a racist remarks in your presence, how would you handle it?
Well, for me, anything that is racist, it will never be right, and will never be good, because we have to create a society which is inclusive, because we have a very diverse society, and we have to start in our own selves. And if ever there would be a racist remark, maybe I would try to educate that person, because we do not have to cancel a person immediately. Maybe that person just needs a little bit more of education, a little bit more of awareness of what is happening in our society, and what we need in our society. And what we exactly need is to create a more equal, more inclusive, and diverse society, so that there will be no more racist remarks at all.
Galing.
Shucks.
Palakpakan, guys. Okay, so next question. Oh, my follow-up question siya. How would the world be different if women were judged solely on their achievements rather than their looks?
Well, it would be a whole lot different, because we all know that standards have set so many, the society have set so many standards for women ever since the beginning, and we all know that. And up until now, we're still trying to break the barriers the society have set for us. So that I think that if they would just base it on the achievements of women and their full potential, because I know that women have so much to share in the society, and they have so much to help and to care for in the society, I think we will really just have a more peaceful, a more united, and we will have a stronger society if we would start breaking barriers on physical appearance.
Perfect. Ayan. So,
Nawala.
ayan. Ayan. Sorry, naka-mute pala. Ayan. So, thank you so much, dear, for your beautiful answer. Ayan. So, let's have our next question from our viewer, from Eric John Go Apara. If you're going to assess the performance of Rabia Mateolas concluded Miss Universe 2020, how was it? What are the aspects that must put into consideration as an aspirant beauty queen like you? Yeah.
For me, I think that Miss Rabia Mateo really gave her all, and she really did her best as much as she could. But I think that there were lapses, and maybe managing her social media. I'm not quite sure, but I think for me it's a lesson to, yun nga, we have to focus on the goal, and at least if we cannot prevent the bashers, or if we do not have time to maybe report, delete, or block, I think the best lesson is to not read the comments at all. Well, it is very hard, because we have such a curious mind. Diba? We want to
Mm-mm.
know
Correct.
what people are saying about us. But I think
Mm-mm.
it's all about discipline, and really just focusing on what is important, and that is performing at your very best and hopefully winning the crown.
Yes. Actually, ginawa naman talaga na ano na ginawa naman talaga ni Rabia Mateo yung best
Definitely.
niya. And also kitang-kita naman talaga na she really works hard for para lang maging proud siya sa atin, 'di ba? Or para maging
Mm-mm.
proud tayo sa kanya.
Yeah.
Ayan. So there's no issue regarding with that performance of Miss Rabia Mateo. So
Mm-mm.
ayun. So guys, this is just an opinion lang ha, hindi walang bragging na inaano dito yung nag-question. Ayan. So let's move on na. Okay.
Yes. On
Oh, yeah. So comment from Mark Shaoy. Hi from Los Angeles, California.
Hello, Mark. Shao Uy. Hello from Los Angeles. Hello from Batangas City.
Okay, next. From Ramoncito Ramos. Pwede to sa Miss You kapag nahasa. Mm. Uh,
Tingnan.
all
Sir,
right. So let's move on to our next question. Okay, so let's have from Mark again. You will meet your 75-year-old self. What will you tell her?
wow. Kasi usually, what will you tell your younger self? If
Uh,
I would meet my 75-year-old self, I would definitely tell her that I am very proud of you because you've gone through a lot, and I know that every milestone in your life, you worked so hard for it. You really gave your all, and no matter where you are right now, no matter what stage you are in your life right now, I do hope that you are contented and that you are in that state where you have peace of mind, which is what you truly deserve.
galing talaga ni Anne. Okay, so let's have, may, ang dami niyang questions. Thank you so much, Mark, for sending your more questions to our guest.
Thank you.
Ayan. Once again from Mark Xiao Uy. Since being Miss World Philippines is a job, how will you write your job description?
Parang curriculum vitae.
Oo.
I would write it as a responsibility and not just a job. It is a full time responsibility that you have to work on every day. You have to work with an organization, you have to work for different causes, for different advocacy, not just the advocacy that is closest to you when you were joining, but the advocacy of the whole organization. And most importantly, you have to be the best representative in the Miss World stage.
Correct. Okay, next question tayo from our viewer, from Ramoncito Ramos. What is your advocacy?
My advocacy is education for out of school youth. Just a little bit of background. I am a very passionate learner. I love education so much. It's kind of weird because I love studying so much. And and I really want to share that to our youth because Sir Ramoncita and Sir Jay, I really
Mhm.
immerse myself with the out of school youth in the Philippines. Like for I back in college, we went to this cancer foundation, and most of them, no, not most of them, but all of them, were not given the chance to go to school because they are either physically weak, financially weak, or just not allowed to because they're still going through the chemotherapy. And that really touched my heart because the reality is that a lot of people are not given the chance to go to school because of a lot of unfavorable circumstances in our country and in the whole world. So, as a passionate learner, I really want to raise awareness on their situation in the country that, education is truly a gift and education is truly a privilege, but we have to make it a right for everyone. And I do hope that in the future, when I'm given the platform to raise my advocacy even more, we will have more volunteers to help these people, to help the youth to be able to study and to gain education for themselves.
Okay, thank you so much. So, meron siyang follow-up question. Ayan, from Ramoncito Ramos again. What do you think Miss World quality should have? And do you think you have that quality?
I believe that a Miss World should be someone who is relatable. She is someone who has the compassion, especially during these trying times. We need someone who has empathy, and we need a Miss World who is very cooperative with the organization, who would work for them, who would work with them, and who would work towards achieving a common goal, which is helping a wider community. And I do believe I have those qualities.
Ah, palakpakan. Okay, so let's have ayan, cheering from Sabrina Santos. Good luck from Australia.
Thank you po. Thank you, Miss Sabrina.
Ayan. So let's have another. Um, okay. I think parang parehas lang yata yung question. No? What do you think is the quality of your own that can make you the queen of the world?
Yeah,
So, same
same.
lang din, di ba?
This
Okay,
round.
so thank you so much, Ramon. Same lang siya nung inask mo kanina. So let's have another question from our viewer. Ay, okay. So parang nasagot mo na to kaganina, di ba? Okay, so let's have this one from Mark Xiaoui. So is trash talking of opponents a part of marketing strategy? Why or why not?
If it is a part of a marketing strategy of any candidate, I do not think that it would do any good for anyone, for any of the sides in the pageantry, because trash talking or talking about any negative things about anyone, not just in pageantry, will never be good. Because again, we have to share positivity, we have to share hope. And for me, instead of trash talking anyone, just use that energy to support all of the candidates, support the whole pageantry world, because it's such a beautiful environment and we have to make it beautiful for everyone.
Correct. Okay, so let's have comments from our viewer from Eric John Go Apara. Very witty, 100% love for Rabia, our queen, and a positive view for our next Miss World Philippines, Miss Anne.
Wow, thank
Ayan.
you. And yes, 100% love for Rabia. She's such a great queen. Thank you so much po.
All right, so let's move on to our next question from Mark Shaw again. Okay, if you win the Miss World Philippines crown, what is your message for your fans na nag-doubt sa'yo? I mean, fans sila sa'yo nung nag-umpisa ka, pero sa kalagitnaan ng competition, they doubted and eventually they left you behind.
I would say thank you. Thank you for supporting me in the beginning, for doubting me in the middle, but in the end, you're still there watching me. Thank you for that doubt, which pushed me to improve myself more, and that support from the very start, which motivated me and inspired me to do my best. Thank you for all of your actions towards me, because everything I really appreciate it.
Okay. So since, ayan, so nag-join ka na ng national pageant and this is your first national pageant na sinalihan. And I believe that you are ready for the bashers. So my question for you is, how will you deal with the bashers?
Well, whatever situation you are in your life, there will always be negative feedbacks. But you have to know which you would take constructively, because maybe some of those comments are actually good for you, that would help you. But again, you have to filter everything. You have to filter everything that you read, everything that you put inside of your mind, and everything that you absorb. Because at the end of the day, you are dealing with your own, and you have to deal your own mindset. And for me, I won't really deal with them, like I won't maybe reply to their comments or whatsoever. I would just deal with my own mindset, with my own thoughts, and to know which ones are relevant and to know which ones I should use for my own advantage.
Correct. And my next question for you is it necessary to voice out queens with regards to politics mga ganun?
With regards to politics, it's such a challenge,
Mm-mm.
especially for any public figure, because there's always two sides, and we know that both sides are very, very polarized. They are
Mm-mm.
very polarized in a spectrum. So it's really hard because, of course, if you're in one side, you would have haters from the other side.
Correct.
So it's very hard. So I think it would be better to voice out your opinions on the right platform, on the right avenue, because I think there is nothing wrong with voicing out, but you have to know when and where to voice out that opinion.
Correct. Tama ka dyan. Okay, so let's have may comment si Eric John Go Apa. Eric John Go Apara. It seems like I'm listening to Catriona Gray. Magaling
Totoo.
mag-talk.
I'm
Wow.
sorry. Thank you po.
Galing. Thank you so much, Eric, for watching and also, ayan share nyo yung live namin ha. Okay, my next question for you is, who is the person you look up to the most?
It will have to be my
Medyo nawala, dear.
nawala po ba ako?
Ayan, okay na.
Hello. It would have to be my dad
Mhm.
because he really came from a very impoverished life. When he was still in college, he really had to work for his own education. And after college, he still have to work really hard to achieve the life that we have now. We're not rich. Baka po mag-isip na gano'n, mayaman sila,
Mhm.
gano'n. No, we're not rich, but my dad really worked so hard to be in a position where we would really be proud of him. And there are lapses in his own life, but he really made sure to be the best in everything that he do, so that he would have no regrets at all in his life, and that he would be able to make his loved ones proud. And that is exactly what I would also want to do in my own life.
Ang galing. Okay, eto, next question ko naman sa'yo. Ayun, sino yung mga nilolook up mo naman na beauty queens? Let us say sa Miss World Philippines.
So Miss World Philippines po.
Miss World Philippines muna tayo. Sino yung nilolook
Um,
up mo? Or
the
ina-idolize mo?
Definitely Miss Megan Young, because
Mhm.
she is so authentic and raw, diba? So much personality in her. And you could see it even in her social media. She's so true to herself. So that is something that every queen should know, that it is fine to show your imperfections, to show who you truly are, because no one is perfect in this world.
Correct. Okay, next question. Would you say that you are a good role model?
I would believe that I am a good role model because I'm joining this pageant because I want to share my voice, to share my advocacy. And if you want people to listen to you, you have to be in character, and not just in character that you're just there and acting, but you have to really absorb everything. You have to immerse yourself. And I know that immersion really helped me to really share a very true story to everyone. And I believe that I'm a good role model.
All right. So next question. Tell us about your challenge that you experienced and how you overcame it.
My biggest challenge would be when I was bullied in high school, because I
Mhm.
was extremely bullied when I was in high school for being so skinny. Because I was skinny kasi it's in my genes so wala akong magagawa.
Mm-mm.
And then that time, pagpapasok ko ng classroom namin, sasabihin nila, uy, andyan na yung multo. Tinatawag nila ako na, may multo, ganyan. So that really affected me, even my studies. Sobrang na-affect ako kasi I wasn't performing well in school, and it affected me mentally. And up until now, I can still remember every moment. And I I I overcame that moment when I started modeling because I realized that you have to find that perfect ground where people would appreciate you. And we all know that in modeling, you have to be skinny. So in that moment, I realized that, oh, I'm not really an outsider. I'm not an outcast because I have a place in this world. And that is another story that I would love to share to everyone, that you have a place in this world. You just have to find it.
Correct. Okay, so let's have our reading comments from our viewer. Ayan, from Jeric Sasi. Good luck po, Ma'am Ann.
Thank you po, Sir Jarek.
And let's have viewer from our YouTube channel from Alken
Hi!
Serbolyes. Pa-shout
Hi,
out po.
Ate! Thank you sa support.
Wow, thank you so much for watching at our YouTube channel. Don't forget to share. And let's have another question from Eric John Go Apara. If you were given a chance to name your own walk, what will it be and why?
Shocks, hindi ko pa siya napag-iisipan. Parang aga pa. Kasi I'm still learning. Maybe ano, the learning walk. Nag-aaral pa. Update ko kayo next time. Pag
Oo,
meron na.
ayan, may nag-suggest si Alken Serbolyes. Lomi walk daw kasi you're from
No,
Batangas.
no. Pwede. Why
Ano yung
not?
ano, Lomi walk, ay ang ganda ha, unique ha, 'di ba? So
Okay,
ano
walk.
talaga, oo, may
Very
trademark
sa
talaga na
Batangas.
ano, oo, may trademark talaga na, ay, this candidate is came from ano, from Batangas because
Batangas.
oo, 'di ba? Dahil sa ano niya, sa ano pa lang, pangalan pa lang ng walk,
Okay.
Lomi, 'di ba? One of the ano, ayun, basta yun na yun. Okay, so let's have,
Pinagmamalaki ng Batangas.
oo, yun. All right, so next question for you. What do you think is the biggest problem that facing young people today?
Oh, it would definitely be finding your true self. Because as we all know, in social media, what other people post is very close to perfection. So
Mm-mm.
a lot of the Gen Zers, the millennials, are trying to copy that also because they feel like that is the right thing to do. That is the way to a perfect life. That is the way to a happy life. But the truth is, the way to a happy and contented life is being true to yourself, being the authentic self, and finding your core. And that is very important, to find your core and to stay to your core for the rest of your life. So I think that's the biggest challenge.
All right, so next question. With the current negative attention about pageantry, what advice would you give someone on the fence about competing?
Um, it's not all about negativity. There are so many beautiful things in joining a pageant because you get to experience and you get to learn so much from your co-candidates and even from the organization that you are joining in. You get to experience so many new things that you would forever remember and share to your family, to your future family. And it is, for me, it is a dream come true. And if it is your dream, and if you really want this, just focus on the good side, focus on the positive things that beauty pageants have.
Correct. All right, so let's talk about your beauty with a purpose. Ayan. Kumusta? What is all about? I know that yung sa education. Can you
Yes.
explain more about your advocacy to us?
Yes. Well, again, my advocacy is education, with
Mm.
education for out of school youth. And we are still currently working with different organizations, like with the Cancer Warrior Foundation, with cancer patients, and also those people those youth, Filipino youth, who are not given the chance to go to school because of poverty, of of different things because they are not physically fit, and even those who needed to stop during this pandemic because surprisingly there are so many Filipinos who needed to stop because of the decrease in employment rate, and of course their parents had to stop. So we are currently working with them, and hopefully in the future we will be also be able to work with teachers to volunteer to teach to these people, especially kasi sir actually ang daming barrio dito sa Batangas na hindi naabot
Mm.
ng good education. So hopefully you'll be able to reach out to more educators because we need them. We need teachers who would volunteer to this youth. And yun yung preparation ko talaga.
Okay. So, ayun, next question ko para sa'yo. Ano, 'di ba, there are 10 fast track events sa Miss World Philippines 2021. Ano yung pinaka na-excite ka doon? Na igigib mo talaga yung 101%?
Definitely not talent. Isa lang talent, char. Pero I'm really excited for the top model and for the head-to-head challenge. Dalawa. So,
Wow.
hopefully I'll be able to excel in those two. But I'm excited for all, of course.
Alright. Okay, so meron ka bang hint para sa national costume mo? Ganun.
Small detail.
Mm-mm.
But
Ano lang, konting ano lang.
it's very feminine and very me. Of course, it is Batangas inspired. It is Taal inspired. So,
Wow.
wala na lang
Ayan.
kung ano dun sa Taal. Madami
Oh,
sa
yan.
Taal.
Oh, yan guys, ha, may idea na kayo kung anong national costume niya, ha. Ayan. So, okay. So, pag-usapan naman natin yung ano pa. Wala na akong maisip na maitanong sa'yo kasi ang galing mo, dear. So, you're all prepared for this, ano talaga, for this
Kilig.
interview. So, okay, let's have this one. What was the hardest sacrifice you had to make when preparing for this upcoming Miss World Philippines 2021?
The hardest would definitely to leave from my work.
Mm.
Well, not actually leave, like you're saying, but I have to leave for a month. Kasi, of course, we're going to be locked in for how many weeks. And, you know, in Miss World, tuloy-tuloy talaga yung activity. So, kahit work from home ako, hindi kaya. So, it's such a huge sacrifice. But thankfully, the company that I am working on is very, very supportive. As in, they allowed me to leave for a month.
Wow.
So, I'm thankful, super.
Ang galing. Talagang hangang-hanga ako sa mga ganyang employer na they are very supportive with their employee with regards to this kind of pageant. Kasi nga 'di ba, ano na 'yon, kumbaga plus points na sa kanila 'yun. Kasi they are, aside from loving their company, of course, you love our country, 'di ba? Yun talagang maganda pag ano. So, pinaka-advantage mo na yan. So, did you, question, did you plan to apply at sa mga airline companies, mga ganun? As flight attendant?
There's a story behind. Kasi I really wanted to become a flight attendant. As in, nung college. But again, my course is accountancy, so medyo malayo. Then, may time nung college na parang ang dami na nag-apply kasi marami akong friends from tourism, from HRM, ganyan. So, nakakwento nila na parang nagmamass hiring daw for Cebu pa, mga pa, ganyan. So, parang ako, hala, gusto ko rin. Ganun. Pero hindi pa ako graduate nung time na yon. Then, at that time, never pa ako nakasakay ng airplane. So, hindi ko alam yung experience. And then, I think 2017, my first time to ride an airplane, I was so scared. Na-realize ko, I have a fear, a big, big fear on heights. So sabi ko, hindi ako pang flight attendant. So,
Okay.
pinush.
Ako din, first time ko makasakay nung airplane, wala lang yung feeling, kinakabahan na parang ewan. Kasi yung feeling mo kasi sa akin lang yun ha, parang hindi ka kasi nasa itaas, parang nasa tubig ka lang din kasi umaano siya, medyo yung turbulence. Oo.
Yun
So hindi mo Matatakot ka lang kapag titingin ka sa bintana na, "Ay, nasa
Oo.
taas na pala tayo." Pero kung ano lang, kung ifi-feel mo lang siya, hindi siya nakakadula or anything. Kasi
Sure
parang ano,
ako
yung
kasi
magaan kasi yung pakiramdam 'pag na ano, nakalipad na yung airplane, 'di ba? Parang
sabagay.
nakalutang ka na sa hangin.
Ako kasi hindi
Mm.
ano, talagang hindi ako at ease. As in the whole trip, nag-grocery lang ako. Sobrang
Mm.
takot ko.
Correct. Okay, so let's move on to our next question from our viewers sa YouTube channel namin sa Pageant Trend. Okay, from Alken Serbolles. In this age of digital technology, what invention from the last century do you think should make a comeback?
Well, for me, I don't really see the necessity for any digital technology from the past to come back because we have so many technology right now are which are very efficient, which are very effective, and which are very improved from the last century. So I think it's just about appreciation on our current technology because grabe yung technology natin now. As in, minsan, I'm not even up to date with what is
Mm-mm.
happening in the technology world. So I think we just have to make the most of what we have now because for sure in the next century, it will improve even more.
Correct. Okay, so meron siyang follow-up question for you. This one. Filipino food is among the best in the world. Which Filipino dishes would you showcase in a dinner from the appetizer, main course to dessert?
Appetizer would definitely be chicharon because I love chicharon so much and it's so good. Main course, adobo because I think adobo is very Filipino and it represents us talaga and we can see it in every household in the Philippines, adobo. And dessert, halo-halo, it shows are very fun. For me, it's very fun. You know, the whole image of a halo-halo just brightens up anyone's mood. And it shows how we Filipinos are very versatile.
Correct. Kung natatandaan mo 'di ba prinomote din ni ano ni Catriona Gray yung halo-halo during her Miss Universe journey. So
Yeah,
in-introduce niya sa mga candidates na yung halo-halo.
I love
Yun nga.
it.
Oo, yes. Okay. So let's have ayan, may comment siya sa iyo. Ikaw lang mag-isa ini-interview pero nanlalamon ka.
OMG, salamat. Thanks again.
Perfect comment. Ayan. Thank you so much, Alken, for your comment. And my next question for you. Let us say you win the Miss World Philippines 2021. What will be the first thing you will do
To
after
be
the
honest,
pageant?
I would eat some gifts. As in, I would indulge myself with good food. With good food. But that is just the first thing that I would do. But the next thing that I
Oo,
would do is that I would work as a Miss World Philippines. Of course, it is a job and a responsibility.
correct.
But of course,
Okay.
deserve
Oh,
naman.
one day lang naman siya, 'di ba? So hindi
True.
ano. Tapos after mong kumain, edi ano, bawi ulit, mag ano, gym
Workout na
or
ulit.
workout lang. Ayan,
Tama.
so let's have from Eric John Go Apara. Who is your male celebrity crush?
Oh. um, Local lang. Si Daniel Padilla.
Wow,
I always tell
perfect.
this because I'm such a Daniel fan.
Okay. Ano yung ano magiging reaction mo, let us say he's one of the judges
Judges.
sa Miss World Philippines and sa kanya napatama sa'yo yung question or siya mismo mag-ask sa'yo. Ano yung magiging feeling, ano, reaction mo doon?
Dead ma. Kailangan
Basta
ma-answer ko
oo,
yung question.
deads lang, 'di ba? Basta focus lang sa ano, sa
True.
question. Correct. Okay, so we have really a great mind, a great winning mindset talaga. So, pwedeng-pwede na. Okay,
Ah,
so hindi ko pa 'to natatanong sa'yo. 'Di ba there are a lot of crowns in the Miss World Philippines? So, Ano talaga yung pinakagusto mo na
Miss
crown?
World Philippines.
Okay. So, why not, 'di ba?
Mm.
Basta laban tayo, 'di ba?
Yes, laban
Mm.
lang.
Okay, so next question for you. This one. What is really your ano talaga, dream job?
Well, my dream job is really to become a chemical engineer. Yun talaga.
Mm.
As in, when back in high school, application pa lang ng college, I really wanted to take up chemical engineering because I love chemistry and I feel like there's such little representation of women in the engineering field. And I want to be that person. I want to be one of the people, one of the women who would prove that engineering is not just for men. And I think it's a small step, but it will have a huge difference and a huge impact on breaking the barriers against women.
Galing. Ayoko talaga, 'di ba yung mga engineering, it's more on math talaga siya, 'di ba? Oo. So, you
Actually,
really love you really love talaga, you really love math, 'no? Mm.
medyo. Hindi. Hindi ko love, pero kailangan.
Pero ang hirap din ha, ang hirap din ng ano, ng course mo, CPA,
Super
accounting.
totoo.
Ako nga, during my college years nga, hanggang accounting 2 lang ako, eh. Hanggang ano lang ako, partnership and corporation lang ako.
Oh,
Ay,
mahirap yun ah.
oo,
Mahirap.
medyo nahirapan na nga rin ako dun, eh, nung time na yun, eh. Bale ano,
Mahirap talaga.
sa course ko kasi hanggang ano lang kami, accounting 2. So, accounting 1 is,
Ah,
fundamentals of accounting, 'di ba?
yes.
So, okay, medyo okay pa yon. Pero nung pangalawa na, ay naku, medyo dehado na ako nung time na yun. Nahirapan na ako mag-ano kasi 'di ba, dun na kami magpe-prepare ng ano lang,
Mm-mm.
very light lang na ano, ng income, ano ba tawag dun? Basta
Statement.
oo, income statement, tapos yung sa journal ledger, mga
Ah.
gano'n. Oo, Diyos
Oh
ko.
my gosh.
Oo, na-stress ako that time. Sabi ko, buti na lang hindi accountancy yung ano, yung course ko.
Five
Ayun.
years
So,
akong stress. Char.
oo, Diyos ko. 5 years talaga. Pero before nung time namin, I think 4 years lang ata yung accountancy. Oo, 4 years. So, lately lang siya naging five
Mm-mm.
years. Kasi may mga nadagdag na mga
Subject.
oo, mga subjects or curriculum, mga ganun.
Tama. Mm-mm.
Nagkaroon na siya ng law, mga ganun, 'di ba?
Pinahaba yung paghihirap. Char.
Hmm. Alright. So, meron tanong si Alken. May halo ka po bang Thai or German Shepherd? Charot lang.
Char, German Shepherd talaga. Kaloka to
Ayan.
si Albert. No, I'm pure Filipino. Ano ba?
Hmm.
Pinay na
Ayan.
Pinay.
Oo, pure Pinay daw siya, Alken. Okay, so let's have, ayan, from Mark Shao. Uy. If you meet your die-hard supporter, what will you tell her?
To be honest, right now, I can't imagine myself to have a diehard supporter. Because I feel like, I'm still starting and I'm still getting used to it. So, if ever I would have a diehard supporter and I would have the chance, a very pleasant chance to meet that person, I would first tell him or her, thank you so much. Thank you for the appreciation and thank you for lifting me up. And please do know that you are one of the biggest source of inspiration in my life. Thank you for being there.
Ayan. So let's have this. If you could be anyone else besides yourself, who would you be?
Mm, pwedeng wala. Pero if ever meron, the first person that came into my mind was Kendall Jenner.
Mhm.
I don't know, ang ganda niya eh. Pero not really because I just want to be myself because I really appreciate the life that I have and my life is not perfect but I am happy with the life that I have.
Correct. Okay, so ayan, tapos na tayo sa ating Q&A portion with um our
Nakasabay ako.
viewers. Oo, nakasurvive ka. Congratulations. Okay, so eto naman tayo. Let's have our last part ng ating live session, which is the fast talk questions.
Go!
Okay, so let's have this. First question. What's your biggest kitchen fail?
Oh, ang dami. Ang dami.
Kahit isa lang, ganun.
Nakakaloka. Tinry ko ata, yung first time ko mag-try ng saing ng kanin. Then super fail kasi nasunog siya. Mali yung takal ba yun?
Oo.
Nasunog siya. Mas marami yung kanin sa tubig.
So as in, ano talaga, yung nakain nyo tutong na, no?
Oo, gano'n.
May lasa siya, di ba? Pag tutong eh. Okay, eto may ano question, pahabol na question si Alken. Miss World or nothing daw?
No, of course not. Because it is Miss World or a very wonderful learning experience. And of course, you have 8 crowns, di ba?
Correct.
So, I would really be thankful if I would be given any crown. But of course, I'm aiming for Miss World Philippines. But I do trust the organization and with whichever crown they would appoint me in. So I'm very thankful for any crown naman. So for me, it's Miss World or any crown or a very wonderful experience.
Correct. So ang malaga talaga is experience, 'di ba? And of course, syempre dapat may crown, 'di ba?
Yes.
Pinaka-reward mo na siya, 'di ba? Through all
Mhm.
your sacrifices, 'di ba? Okay, so meron dito, hindi ko siya mabasa. From Kumbin Rizvanoli. Hello, Queen Girl.
Hello.
I
Kumbin.
don't I don't know where country is he from. So thank you so much for watching.
Thank you po.
Okay, so let's move on to our fast talk. Ayan. What is your signature dance move? Kahit hindi ka marunong sumayaw, sabi mo.
Ano? Wala. Ganun. Paano ba? Party dance.
I-show mo na lang, pakita mo na lang, sample mo na lang sa
Wala.
amin yung dance move.
Char.
Okay, so ganyan lang.
Yes.
Favorite, what is your favorite facial reaction?
Can you?
Okay, sample.
Mahilig ako mag-smile. Parang
Okay.
ngiti. Mapikil,
Okay.
gano'n.
All right, so next question. What is the most embarrassing thing that happened to you in school?
Oh my gosh. Noong time na pinasayaw ako, yun talaga. Elementary days. Grade 6.
Ayan, medyo nawala po si Miss Anne. So, nagkakaroon ng
Hello?
Ayan, so, hello dear.
Hello? Yan.
Ayan,
Nawala
okay
ako.
na? Okay na. Sige, proceed.
Yun. Noong time na pinasayaw ako ng grade 6, nakakaloka. Sa sports fest yun, intrams. Pinasayaw ako sa harap. I don't know why. But ako yung sacrificial lamb.
Okay, next. What is one thing you refuse to share?
One thing I refuse to share would definitely be my experiences when I was a child.
Okay. Next, if you could make a rule for a day and everyone had to follow it, what would it be?
It would be to show love, appreciation, and positivity. Walang nega, please. Ganun.
All right. Next, so what's holiday that doesn't exist that you'd like to create?
I think, related na to pageantry. A
Sige.
day, gawin nating holiday every time merong pageant. Para masaya lahat.
Okay. Next, have you ever noticed that easy open packages never seem to open that easy?
Yes. Totoo.
Oh, correct.
Kailangan pa rin ng scissors.
True, yung lalo na yung mga kakapal na mga packing tape, di ba?
Oo, nakakaloka. Easy open
Yung,
now. It's a
oo, yung
scam.
True. Okay, so next question. This one. If I were a pair of shoes, what kind would I be?
Heels. I love wearing heels.
Okay, next. Would you rather be a hobbit or an elf for 24 hours?
Hobbit or elf? Elf
Mm.
na lang. Cute naman sila.
Correct. Okay, next. What mythical creature would improve the world most if it existed?
mm, I would say fairies because they create so much beauty in this world, di ba? Yung mga fairy natin
Mm.
sa
Oo,
mga
mga fairies.
and
Correct.
parang yung mga pixie dust, gano'n. Parang it's so nice to see. Very positive.
Correct. Okay, next. What is the craziest thing you've ever done?
Hello, wala. I'm a very safe person.
Wala
Yung
kahit
YOLO.
sample, let us say, habang naliligo ka, kumakanta ka, gano'n.
Ayun.
Feeling
Parang
singer,
safe.
mga gano'n. Feeling
Mga
Ann Curtis, mga gano'n.
feeling Mariah Carey, char.
Oo, 'di ba? Okay. Next. Let's have this one. If you could have an unlimited storage of one thing, what would it be?
It would definitely be chicken. Because that's my favorite food. So that's something that I could eat for the rest of my life.
So okay lang sa'yo, chicken lahat, pero walang rice.
Ay, oh my God! Ang hirap.
Okay, so next question tayo. This one. If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Yun
Isang
nga,
food lang
chicken.
na. So
Sana may
chicken lang
rice.
talaga siya. One lang eh. So chicken lang talaga siya. Next. Do you like people watching and can you come up with a story about them?
People watching.
Mm.
Uh, I think I'm good with people watching me, but I'm not sure if I could create a story about them.
Correct. So only journalists can do it. Charot. Gawa-gawa. Mga writers, mga ganon.
Totoo.
Oo. Hindi gawain ng ano, hindi gawain ng CPA, 'di ba? Ng public accountant, 'di ba? Ayan. So, let's move on to our next question. Okay, this one. What is the most hilarious childhood memory you can think of? Think of.
Um, Definitely when I had to kasi sa no elementary we have to
Mm,
line up by height. Then ako sa last. Tapos
mm.
parang ako parati sa last. Tapos may time na sabi ko gusto ko ako naman sa unahan. So nag-convert ako maliit. Para lang ako punta ako sa unahan.
Okay, so next. Next question tayo. You are about to get into a fight. What song comes on your soundtrack? Let's say kung singer ka. Mm.
Oh, ano ba song yun? Survivor. May ganang song ba yung I'm a Survivor?
Oo, meron. Okay, so next question tayo. Let's have this one. Would you rather trade some intelligence for looks or looks for intelligence?
Intelligence.
Okay.
Over.
All right. If you had if everything in your house had to be one color, what color would you choose?
White.
Mhm. Next,
Malinis.
what animal would be the most terrifying if it could speak?
Siguro yung mga snake.
Oo, nakakatakot din. Di ba? Pag gano'n. Magulat ka lang, ay, nagsasalita yung ano, snake. Kaloka, di ba? Tapos kumakain pa naman sanas, di ba?
Oo.
So, Adam and Eve, charot. Okay, next. Let's have this one. If you had a warning label, what would yours say?
Stop. I caution fragile. Char.
Ako ano, don't disturb. Charot.
Don't disturb.
Sa ano lang, sa mot-mot lang. Char.
Oh my god.
Okay, so let's move on to our next question. This one. If would you rather be the best player on a horrible team or the worst player on a great team?
I would rather be the best player in a horrible team.
Okay. Next, who or where would you hunt if you were a ghost?
Si Catherine Bernardo. Char.
Para sa na si ano si Daniel, 'di ba? Char.
Hindi, gusto kong malaman yung secrets niya. Char.
Okay. Next, if one animal was made the size of an elephant, which would be the scariest?
Hala. Fish?
Why?
Nakaka-cringe. Pag yung fish naging kasing laki ng elephant, diba?
Okay. Ako naman, I don't know if you watched the movie of Star Troopers. Ayun, Star Troopers
Mm.
at ano, yung hinahunt nila yung ano, yung malalaking ano, ipis. So yun nakakatakot.
Oh!
Oo, 'di ba?
Yeah!
Kasi yung mga ano pa lang nila, yung galamin nila mas ano, matalim na talaga, eh, tusok ka
Oo!
talaga as in tegi bambam ka talaga pag gano'n, 'di ba? Ayun, so ayun
True.
talaga yung nakakatakot as in super walang siguro kung totoo yun as in wala lang buhay na tao. 'Di ba? Kasi kumakain sila ng tao, eh, ano,
Oo.
that time. Alright, so next question. Okay, this one. If you join the circus, what would your circus act be?
Yung madali na lang, yung juggling ba yun? Para
Uh,
ano, chill lang.
okay, so next, this one. If you were a man for a day, what would be the first thing you will do?
If I would be a man for a day, I would, I would say hello to a girl
Hello.
and show her appreciation kasi the girls have a lot of insecurities. So it would be nice for a man to show an appreciation for a woman.
Okay, next. What is the weirdest thing you find attractive in a person?
Weird ba yun?
Oo.
I think the best and the most attractive thing kasi for me is intelligence talaga. So I really like people who are very substantial, who are nice to talk to.
Okay, next. What's some eto, if you got stuck in an elevator and were forced to listen to only one song, what would it be?
Ano ba? I think any song ni Taylor Swift.
Mhm. Okay. Ako naman, if you were asked, gusto ko talaga yung song ni ano ni Gary Valenciano, yung I Will Be Here, mga ganon. It's very
Ah,
oo. Parang
I see.
nakakaano, oo. Pag naririnig mo, parang naalala mo yung ano, yung kabataan mo. Kala mo matanda na, eh, 'no?
Ah,
Ayun, naalala mo yung mga kabataan mo, yung mga memories, 'di ba? Kasi nung kabataan mo wala ka pang problema, wala kang stress na
mm,
inaalala, eh. So, more on laro ka lang tas kain, mga gano'n. So,
totoo.
nakakamiss yung gano'n, nung bumalik sa year 1990s, mga gano'n.
Fearless moments.
Mm, correct. Okay, so let's have another question. Mhm. What do you think is the most unpleasant sounding word?
Sounding word.
Oo.
Pwedeng Tagalog.
Sige, okay lang. Push.
Yung nakakarimarim.
Nakakarimarim. Ah, okay. Mm. Alright. So next question tayo. What is the craziest, most outrageous thing you want to achieve?
Win Miss World.
Okay, next. Have your parents influenced what goals you have?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, next. Do you play any musical instruments?
No, but I do hope I do. But unfortunately, I don't.
Okay, what is your guilty pleasure?
Sweets.
Okay. What word or saying from the past do you think should come back?
Word or saying. For me, it would be yung papunta ka pa lang. Narinig. Pero I think
Mm,
we should, yung papunta ka pa lang, pabalik na kami. Something like that. But I think it should be used in a better context.
correct. Okay, next. Ito. Okay, what if you had into music? Ayan, ito, for music tayo. What song would it be?
What song would it be? Fearless by Taylor Swift.
Mm, okay. Next, is love dependence on another?
No, love should start from your own.
Okay, next. Do you like spending time alone or with friends?
Alone.
Okay. Next, if you could go anywhere in the universe, where would you go?
I would love to know if there is another solar system in this universe. And
Okay,
to know
next.
whether there are living creatures there.
All right. Hotel or tent?
Hotel.
Okay. What is the most creative gift you've ever made or received?
Siguro yung card. Yung handwritten cards.
Usong-uso yun, 'di ba, nung high school, yung
Yes.
oo, 'di ba, yung mag-aano ka ng love letter, mga gano'n. And also scrapbook, mga ganyan, 'di ba?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so let's have this. This or that tayo. Ayan, yung inaabangan ng lahat. Okay, so let's have this one. Okay, heels or flats?
Heels.
Skirts or pants?
Pants.
Neutral or color?
Color.
Simple jewelry or statement jewelry?
Simple.
Sneakers or sandals?
Sandals.
Sweatpants or leggings?
Leggings.
Overdressed or underdressed?
Under.
Leather jacket or jean jacket?
Jean.
Gold jewelry or silver jewelry?
Gold.
Full coverage or natural?
Ang hirap. Pero dahil nasa pageant, full coverage.
Foundation or BB cream?
Foundation.
Blush or bronzer?
Both.
Okay. Bright colors or neutral colors?
Bright.
Liquid liner or pencil liner?
Liquid.
Makeup brush or makeup sponge?
Oh my god. Both.
Shimmers or mattes?
Sorry?
Shimmers or mattes?
Shimmer.
This one. Eggnog or hot cocoa?
Hot cocoa.
Real tree or fake tree?
Real tree.
Okay, so Mariah Carey or Taylor Swift?
Taylor Swift.
Okay, let's have this one again. Pizza or pasta?
Pizza.
Okay. Cupcakes or cookies?
Cookies.
Mexican food or Filipino food?
Filipino.
Pancakes or waffles?
Pancakes. Pang social yung waffles. Char.
Oo. Nutella or peanut butter?
Nutella.
Breakfast or dinner?
Dinner.
Road trip or flying?
Road trip.
Beach or mountains?
Beach.
Hotel or Airbnb?
Hotel.
Fancy restaurant or local food?
Local.
Okay. Countryside or city?
Countryside.
Okay, so let's have this. Have a plan or go with the flow?
Have a plan.
City or nature?
Nature.
Plane or train?
Plain na lang.
Art or history?
Art.
Adventure, relax.
Relax.
Group or alone?
Alone.
Plan it or wing it?
Plan it to win it.
Backpack or suitcase?
Suitcase.
Resort or cruise?
Resorts.
Sightseeing or shopping?
Sightseeing.
Party trip or romantic trip?
Ano yung first?
Party trip.
Party. Romantic na lang.
Tourist spots or hidden gems?
Hidden gems.
Okay, so let's have this one. Sunrise or sunset?
Sunrise.
Gold or silver?
Gold.
Tea or coffee?
Wala.
Hindi ka mahilig sa ano, no? Okay, summer or winter?
Summer.
Spring or autumn?
Spring.
Friday or Saturday?
Saturday.
Okay, heels or boots?
Heels.
Cake or ice cream?
Ice cream.
Moon or sun?
Sun.
Pearl or diamond?
Diamond.
Books or film?
Books.
Movies or TV shows?
Movies.
TV on or TV off?
Off.
Soft bed or hard bed?
So,
One pillow or several pillows?
several.
Pitch black or night light?
Night light.
I do snore or I don't snore?
I don't.
Good. Ayan. Light sleeper or heavy sleeper?
Sa gitna. Middle.
Okay. Fun or no fun?
Fun-ish.
Thin blankets or thick blankets?
Thick
Socks or no socks?
socks.
Pets allowed or no pets?
Pets allowed.
Ano yung pets mo sa bahay niyo?
Dogs.
Same tayo. Shih Tzu sa akin.
Ako rin.
They're really sweet, di ba?
Mm-mm.
Matanggal ng ano, ng stress.
Stress. Totoo.
Correct. Oo. Okay. Sleep on side or back stomach?
On side.
Eto. This one. Okay. Dine in or take out?
Take out. Dahil may pandemic.
Rice or noodles?
Rice.
Vanilla or chocolate?
Chocolate.
Vegetables or fruit?
Fruit.
Salt or pepper?
Salt.
Sweet or savory?
Food.
Burger or tacos?
Hello. Burger.
Spicy or mild?
Mild.
This one. Movie marathon or color fun?
Movie.
Okay. Roller coaster or Ferris wheel?
Roller coaster.
Cooking or house cleaning?
House cleaning.
Talk, a walk, or driving?
Walk.
Hipster cafe or restaurant?
Restaurant.
This one. Okay. Camp or cabin?
Cabin.
Mm-hmm. Ito naman. Um, let's have Paris or London?
Paris.
Home or outside?
Home
West Coast or East Coast?
of America. West Coast.
Europe or USA?
Europe.
Big city or island?
Ireland.
Pool or beach?
Food sa beach.
Okay. Tokyo or Shanghai?
Tokyo.
With friends or alone?
Alone.
Hotel or camping?
Hotel.
Alright. So, ayan. Ito na ay yung pinakaabangan ng lahat. May bagong ano tayo, episode, right? Ayan. So magtatanong ako kay Miss Anne de Mesa ng questions, pageant questions, and then he will be she will be answering into a gay lingo. Ayan. So let's try or let's see kung marunong nga bang mag-gay lingo si Anne de Mesa. Are you an ally of LGBT?
Definitely. I
Okay,
am.
correct. That's good. Okay, so this is your question. Why should you win Miss World Philippines 2021?
Itong, itong Merly na ite ay dapat mawin sa Miss World Philippines 2021 dahil siya ay ready. She is
Mhm.
someone who is ready to represent ang ating country. Hala, di ako siya word. Ating country. Kaya very deserve ni Girlie. Manalo, go push, laban.
Oh, Labarn, di ba?
Laban pala.
Hmm. Ayan, yay! Thank you so
Yay!
much,
Thank you
dear.
so much.
Ayan, meron pa akong last question before we end our live session. Okay. Who is Anne de Mesa?
And the Mesa is hopefully uh, next next crown owner. Hopefully the next crown winner in the Miss World Philippines 2021.
Ayan, yay! Thank you so much guys for tuning in and I hope na nag-enjoy kayo sa aming live session with Miss World Philippines 2021 candidate all the way from Batangas City and the Mesa. Ayan, so
Thank
kindly
you.
thank you so much, dear, and kindly promote yourself, your social media, kung saan kanila maabangan regarding with your pageant journey, and of course, promote the activities of Miss World Philippines, kung anong aabangan nila. Ayan, go.
Of course, first of all, thank you so much, Sir Jay, for this wonderful opportunity so that I could speak up and to present myself more to a wider audience. So, thank you so much po. And to all who watch, hindi ko alam kung sino kayo or ilan kayo, pero sobrang salamat po. As in, sobrang na-appreciate ko. So, thank you so much po. And please do follow my Instagram account, and the Mesa. And right now, we still have the ongoing Tevian charity for education of Filipino youth. So you can still purchase the bundles at www.deviantbeauty.com, and don't forget to use my code MWPANNA, ANNA. Thank you so much po, and I hope that you continue to support me in my Miss World Philippines journey. Salamat po, and please do pray for all of us.
Ayan. So, thank you so much, guys. Ayan. So, ulitin ko, don't forget to support Ande Mesa. Ayan. So, she will be representing Batangas City for the upcoming Miss World Philippines 2021. So, support natin siya. And, of course, if you want to have an updated or updates about her journey, don't hesitate to follow her Instagram account. Just type Ande Mesa. Ayan, nasa screen, ganyan. I-type mo lang siya sa Instagram account and then lalabas na yung beautiful face niya. So don't hesitate to follow her
Thank you po.
Instagram accounts. And of course, if you want more updates about Miss World Philippines, Ayan, like nyo rin yung page nila sa Miss World Philippines Organization. Ayan.
And on
So doon
Instagram.
doon yung malalaman yung mga activities na
Yeah.
meron for this year. So ayan. Thank you so much, dear.
Thank you
And
so much.
ayan, so last message to your fans and supporters. And of course to your uh Aces and Queen families. Yan.
Of course,
Sige.
to my supporters, you guys are my rock. I get my motivation, my inspiration from you guys because I know that people believe in me. So thank you so much po. Thank you for being there and thank you for seeing the potential in me. And I do hope that I make you proud in this journey. And of course, to my team, to Aces and Queens, to my glam team who was always there anytime talaga. Sobrang salamat for the support, for the trust. Thank you so much. And of course, to my family, my friends, thank you.
Ayan. Thank you so much, dear. And good luck sa competition mo. And I know and we believe in you na you can do it,
Thank
diba?
you so much po. Thank you.
Crown. Ayan. So get that crown and
Yes.
make some history on your town, diba?
Yes.
Okay. So laban lang tayo, diba?
Laban.
Ayun. So thank you so much guys for tuning in and magkita-kita tayo ulit tomorrow evening. So I have interview with the past or former Mr. Tourism World. Ayan, 2019. So magkita-kita tayo ulit tomorrow evening. Ayan. All right. So if you are new to our Facebook page, don't hesitate to like and follow, and also our Instagram account. Ayan, so Pageant Trend, follow us, and also our YouTube channel, Pageant Trend. Ayan, so we have 13,500 na subscribers. Thank you so much, guys, for your support. And
See you there.
also here on our Facebook page, we have 340,000
Wow.
followers. Thank you so much, guys, for trusting Pageant Trend. And I hope na nandyan pa rin kayo nakasupport sa aming page. So, ayun. So, we will try our best to deliver news about pageants. Ayan. And good vibes also. Thank you so much, guys, and happy evening Saturday. Wala mo nang gigimik kasi pandemya. So stay at home and don't forget to, ayan, so always sanitize your hands kahit nasa bahay lang kayo and wash your hands. Ayan. So kapag lalabas, wear face mask for your safety. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.
Bye.